Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Merc metal detecting. Today I am driving 5.5 hours north for a work trip. I'm going to be up here for 4 days, so I'm going to be every second, just like when I was in Hawaii, every second I'm not working, I'm going to try and find somewhere to metal detect. I got some old historic areas, some beaches, some fields, some parks, like all kinds of stuff picked out. Won't be able to hit everything that I wrote down. I also want to visit some actual historic areas while I'm up there, just to soak in the history of that area. But I've been driving for about 2.5 hours already. I picked out a beach like halfway up there to just decide to take a detour and cut this trip up. So I'm gonna go probably about, I'm an hour from the beach that I want to go to. So I'll be driving for a while, but again, I'm gonna stop halfway, go metal detect a beach that looked like it was pretty popular on Google, had good ratings and stuff, so it seems like a lot of people visit it. It's Wednesday, middle of the week, so it shouldn't be too many people there. But all right, we'll turn you on when we get there. Hopefully we get some good finds. Alright guys, I finally made it to the beach. Drove about like three and a half hours. I'm like halfway, maybe a little more than halfway. But figured I'd take a break for a couple hours, come metal detect this beach. And it is beautiful. That is salt water, by the way. Got a few targets. I don't think anybody's ever metal detected this beach. I mean, there are targets everywhere. So I'm just going to be selective about what I dig. But I'll show you guys just the few targets I picked out so far. So we got a couple coins already. And that's a quarter, but it's not an old one, it's a state quarter. But if you look at it, it has like a wart in the middle and it's not dented on this side, so something weird happened to that coin from the salt water. See the wart? Not a very old quarter. But I got a penny, I got my beach silver, otherwise known as melted aluminum beer cans, a few pieces of that. This looks like a piece to an old pocket knife, brass piece. And my very first target was an old key, and you guys know me, I love digging keys. This thing almost looks like that would have been a keyhole, so it could have been an old lock plate. I don't know, but there are screaming signals everywhere, so I'm gonna keep might end up being here a while, we'll see. Could take me all day to get up to my destination. All right guys, back with the first decent find. It was just ringing up nickel numbers at 12. I pulled it out of the soil and all this red stuff came off it. I mean, this is a nickel, but it's completely deteriorated. But if you look closely, right there says 1940 something, so I think I just found a war nickel. I'll have to use my jewelers to open the car, but I think it says 1943. I think it's a war nickel, which I believe are 40% silver, maybe. I don't know, they have some silver in them, but we'll look it up later. What's up guys, all done at this beach. Sorry about the noise, but I got the AC ripping. I'm in the truck, it was hot out there. I'll show you guys quickly what I found. I'm not gonna spend too much time because I didn't find anything too significant. My favorite thing is the war nickel and the key. But here's a whole bag of stuff I found. I did end up out in the water digging about 6 or 7 coins. There was a coin spill out in the water. You can see them all in there. Bottle caps, typical trash, bullet shells, lots of coins, a war nickel, a key, and there's a pile of beaver tails in there too. All right, hopefully this trip is gonna get better. Driving over the Penobscot River. Thing is huge. Look at this bridge. I wish I could have taken a picture before I drove over it. I've definitely never gone this way before. But we took a detour to go to that beach and find a pocket full of change and a key. Oh, and a war nickel. Pretty cool bridge. Alright guys, welcome to Merc metal detecting, and we are at our second stop up north in Maine. I hit a little beach on the way up here yesterday. We just got out of work and I'm at a little park in Machias with my friend Patriot Pete here. And we just did a little park. There's not much open. There's an open field area to do. There's a lot of trash in it, modern day trash. So we decided to go walk the old walking trails that are mowed grass paths and see what we got. One of the first things we dug was this horseshoe here, so that was a good sign. That's old. I got this old key also, not terribly old, but it's a key, and you can Now you can make out some stuff. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Briggs and Stratton. Oh, it must be a riding lawnmower key or something. I don't know. But got an old plow blade, some modern day trash, no idea what that stuff is. Some bottle caps, sardine can. I got 6 cents of chicken nugget money. Pete got 31 cents of chicken nugget money. He dug one of those old rivets. Looks like it's from a leather strap to a horse or something. That's a pretty cool relic. Some nails. I got some nails too. There's one of them. I don't know, I think I threw all the other ones out. Not sure if that's part of a Rains guy or not. It kind of looks like it's made out of pewter. So I don't know what that was. And our finds of the day. And I didn't record any of this stuff because I'm an idiot and I forgot the camera in the truck. Oh yeah, Pete got this thing also. Some type of old car light cover, whatever. But I got an Indian head penny here. It's hard to make out. Oh, look at that. Boy, it's an old one. You can only see the date, 1864. Wow.
That is nice.
See the date. I don't know if you can make that out on the camera, but it says 1864, and that is an Indian head penny. And the absolute awesome find of the day. Found a large cent. Hard to make out. You can see the 1 cent there. So you flip it this way, and you can see Lady Liberty's nose right there. So her hair would be over on this side. And I cannot tell what that says, but I believe it says 1807, and she is facing that way. So it's one of the older large cents. I'm gonna let it dry out. I don't dare to brush it because I don't want the date to just fly off completely. But that's only the third American large cent that we found, and of course I didn't capture it on film because why would I forgot the camera. All right, hopefully we'll turn you guys back on with some better finds in another area. All right, I'm at Fort O'Brien with Patriot Pete, and we're just soaking in some of this local history. Again, this is Fort O'Brien. It's the site of the first naval battle of the American Revolution, where the townspeople of Machias took the Margaretta. And there's a picture of the battle. We were just at the Gates house where they had some models of the Margaretta and the what was the other ship? The Unity? Unity, and there was a third ship that they don't for some reason mention. But the two ships overtook the Margaretta, captured her, brought her up the Middle River in Machias, where they beached her. And later on we went on to win the American Revolution thanks to General George, who Pete's a huge fan of General George. Even though he's wearing a Teddy Roosevelt shirt. It's okay though, you can like more than one. We love them all. Alright, well not all of them, but... Alright guys, welcome back to Mason Merc Metal Detecting. I am doing a foggy Maine beach, as you can see. And there is just metal everywhere. Over here with Patriot Pete. He's on a target over there. And now let me show you guys what we're dealing with here. There's an old ship's shackle covered in barnacles, kind of cool, but the whole beach is just littered with this stuff. So it's gonna be hard digging. I got a pocket full of coins already, some sea glass, some sea pottery, lots and lots of random metal parts. One of these is actually so roasted I can't even tell what it is, so I'm not sure. It's that one right there with the green on it, but we'll figure that out later. Alright, hopefully we get back at you with some good finds. If not, we're gonna move locations. Alright, we're back. Pete's got something cool. What do you got, Pete? Patriot Pete here.
Something big.
Big old chain. Wow, look at that chain link. That's huge. Goes right out into the water to that giant anchor. That's cool though. Look at this. Old boat chain and anchor. Thing's probably been out here for, what would you say? Well over 100 years probably. You think? Look at the size of that thing. Huge old anchor, probably from an old wooden ship. Boy, wouldn't that look cool in my front yard? But we aren't moving that. It's hard to tell that thing is easily as tall as I am. Alright, we'll come back with something better. Foggy day in Maine. Alright guys, we're back and we are still in Bucks Harbor, Maine. Still dead low tide, so all this is exposed. There's Patriot Pete onto a target. And I just figured I'd turn the camera on to show you something you don't see every day. If you have a squeamish stomach, you may want to look away, but check this out. That is a deer leg down here on the beach. Now that's odd. I don't know. Looks like Bambi must have gotten eaten by a great white shark, I guess. How's that happen? Alright guys, we're gonna call it a wrap at Bucks Harbor. Still caked in here with fog. You see old Patriot Pete over there. Didn't get too many notable finds here. Here's Pete's junk pile. Got an old cork top bottle neck. One of those, I believe that's a battery terminal. Boy, that's light. Some boat rigging shackles, miscellaneous boat parts. I don't know what these things are, but I ended up digging a few of those too. I got one here. Big old shackle Pete found. There's a little shackle I have. There's my junk pile, miscellaneous pieces of lead. Oh, that's a rock. Pieces of lobster traps that ring off, excellent. I got one beaver tail. I got a few pieces of pottery and sea glass, and a pile of chicken nugget money. Probably the most valuable thing is the quarter. This one, it's got that green patina like an Indian or a wheat penny. No idea what it is. I can't make out any detail. I'm sure it's just a memorial like all the other ones because it was mixed in there, but might put it on the digital microscope when I get home just to see if I can pull out anything. Actually, this is probably the most valuable thing. It's a solid, straight piece of copper round stock. Probably worth a couple dollars at the scrapyard.
Probably.
Yeah. And you know what? With that couple dollars, I can buy another Indian head penny. All right, guys, we'll turn you back on at a different location. Hopefully, we have some better stuff to show you. All right, guys, welcome back. And we switched locations. We're no longer in Bucks Harbor. We're about an hour north of there in Lubeck. And you see that bridge over there? That is Campobello Island, Canada. So that is the border crossing. U.S. Customs is over there, and that bridge takes you over to Canada. And this little beach right here is what I like to call the world capital of sea glass. The whole entire beach is just covered in sea glass. Check this out. And you can just get down close to I mean, there's some old pottery. There's sea glass just everywhere. Everywhere you look. I don't know if everybody's just throwing all their glass out here, or they were back in the 1800s or something, but I mean, there is just sea glass everywhere. So you ever want to fill your pockets with sea glass for your arts and crafts or whatever you use it for, come to Lubeck, Maine, and they got all the sea glass you can handle here. All right, guys, just figured I'd turn the camera on and film something. Pete's on a good target over there. You see Canada behind him, but I'll show you what we got so far. So this piece is a broken insulator. You see it says Pierce. It's pretty cool. An old porcelain insulator. I just dug this little clock gear, at least I think it is. I don't know what it is. It's the gear anyway. And then my favorite thing so far is this piece of sea glass, but it has the town's name that we're in, Lubeck. Lubeck, Maine. It's a pretty cool piece of sea glass. Alright, we'll turn you back on with something better. Alright guys, back with our first Lubeck coin. And I don't think I am ever going to be able to tell what this thing is. It is, I mean, paper thin. It's got that nice green patina though on both sides, even though it's worn. So I'm guessing it's either anything from a wheat penny to an Indian, maybe even a flying eagle. But I just dropped it, now I gotta find it again. I'll keep it either way, even though it's unidentifiable. Alright, we are back with Patriot Pete, and he just scored a relic. Looks like he has innards to a pocket watch, or maybe just a regular clock, but it looks like a pocket watch innards. Pretty cool. Good find. Alright guys, back. And had a screaming hit. And it was this, I don't know what this is, copper. Looks like brass, but it's not ringing up. It's a 15 on the Equinox, so I have no idea what type of metal that is, but the scratch looks like it's brass, but sometimes copper ends up turning that way in the water. But anyway, while I was digging that out, this popped out of the hole. Check that out. A fully intact bottle, and I have no idea if that color is just the oily mud inside it. It's not a cobalt blue glass, I don't think. But that is a friggin' awesome find. Pardon my language, but I'm pretty excited. Sweet. All right, we're back with Patriot Pete, and he found a relic. What do you got?
A drawer pull.
An old drawer pull. Nice. That's pretty. Yeah. Looks good. I'll show you guys what I just found recently. It's this this wall hanger thing. Maybe like a shelf holder. But I can straighten that out and use it for something. All right, guys, we are back, and the tide came up, so we're gonna call it quits. Go get some lunch somewhere, but we'll do the old tailgate wrap up for you. We'll start with Pete's stuff. What do you got?
Junk.
Lots of
really old nails.
Clock innards, pocket watch innards.
Yeah, a drawer pull.
Drawer pull's nice. Ooh, I like that. That's a good piece of pottery. Check out that piece. Yeah, a few nice sharp pottery shards. You got a old sardine can. I think it's old. We'll be able to look it up because there's so much writing on it. Budweiser can. But those are no fun to dig. Some piece
of gear of some sort. I don't know. Some notches there.
Got a whole bag of sea glass. And he has a heart-shaped brick rock. And
I have no idea what that is.
Nope. Probably don't either. These things are a pain in the butt. I dug a bunch of those, and I had to stop digging those signals because it was getting bad. Alright, here's my stuff. I got a few pretty pottery shards. Piece of a telephone pole insulator. I got that second jar I dug. Is my bag of sea glass. Tons of it. Had to stop digging it. Taking it was too much. Some of those carbon rods from the batteries. There's those, I think they're cast net weights like Pete had there. I got an old fork missing two of the prongs. It has grape leaves on the handle. I got a drawer pull too, but it's a bigger one. Not as pretty. Looks like some clock innards, a little outlet, an old outlet cover, two pieces of brick with writing on them, and lots of crap. And then we got the 4 chicken nugget pennies. And I have no idea what these are. They're worn so thin. Hoping I can get some kind of detail off them later. I would say the find of the day is the bottle that's in my backpack. But, all right, we'll see if we go somewhere else. Here we are driving through the quaint little town of Lubeck. Me and Patriot Pete there just grabbed a bite to eat, and now we're gonna go look for some ground to pound. You guys can see this, this little fishing village from back in the day. There's the border crossing over there into Campobello Island, Canada. It's a cool little spot. Lots of history here, lots of old houses. Alright guys, we're back. And there's a little park over there. What was it called? Yeah, he's struggling just like I am. I have no idea. We were at a little public park and dug around for a little bit. There was change everywhere, and I did end up finding a ring next to the horseshoe pits. Not a good ring. Here it is. Looks like one of those little gumball rings, but I'll be adding that to our ring case because I do like finding rings. But in that little tiny hole right there, we are right on the water, and that is Canada over there. That's Campobello Island, Canada. There's the border crossing. In that hole right there, I just dug my very first military eagle button. And it is a two-piece button, and it is definitely missing the other half, but you can see the eagle on both sides. Tell me that isn't cool. Finally, Mason found one on Monday, and I found one today. Both of us on the board this week with eagle buttons. Sweet! All right, we are walking down to the easternmost point of the United States. It's actually the West Quoddy Lighthouse, because the East Quoddy Lighthouse is in Canada on Campobello Island. It's a little further east than this one, but this is the easternmost point of the United States. I'll show you the plaque in a minute, but just soak it all in. Look at that beautiful lighthouse.